Alright. So, as you see here, this is a slash and playmaker, but this is the slash and playmaker right here. It's a power forward. Here's all my stats. I've maxed out. And I did make this build, and I did waste 100,000 VC on it. And I do regret it, but just like 2K20, I start off with a slash and playmaker somehow, and I never use it again unless I want to play with my friends. So I will be using this build in park if my friends need a big man, but in any other circumstance, hola, what's up? This is my other build that I wanted to make if I was going to be a guard, but then I had to think it over because, like, if you think about it, you get +4 on every single attribute as soon as you hit 99. So as you see, I have an 81 driving dunk and an 81 ball handle, and in order to get contact dunks and like the dunk animations, you gotta get an 85 driving dunk, and if you want to get pro ball handles, then you have to get 85 ball handles. So I was like, if I play with this build and I get to 99, I will have both of those, and I'll be able to speed boost and get contact dunks, and I can shoot consistently. And my defense is pretty decent for the most part, but I'm gonna make a new build, and I will be playing on this right here, but you're not gonna notice it. I'm not playing in park because my friends that do have a PS4 and play 2K, they do not have 2K21 yet, so I am just here playing by myself since, well, most of my other friends that do have 2K21, I don't know them. Like, there's people that on my PS4 that are my friends on the PS4 that I literally do not know. So if I were to play 2K with them, I wouldn't like be communicating with them since I don't know who they are. Like, I have never seen their face before. I don't know why some people and me are friends, but we just are. Like, some people just added me as a friend on this game, and since I add back almost everybody, right, then, well, that's what happened. So, you know, now I'm here. I don't need that many, do I? I'm trying to balance it out so I have enough defensive badges like Clamps, Intimidator, and Rim Protector, and Chase Down Block Artist, but I want to get it to gold, but I'm not really worrying about that. I'm trying to get like a nice build, you know, like a nice beautiful one, as in it can play defense and it can shoot. So I might go with this one since you can get a Hall of Fame lockdown, but this gives you more lockdown attributes than anything else, and for some reason this one is way better at playing defense too. Like, it might seem crazy, but look at the stats and tell me that I'm not wrong. It only boosted up by like 2, and the rebounding is a little bit better, but it still sucks. And this year, this pie chart is not meant to be made by anybody unless you want to have a fatigue shooting stat. So when I say that, I mean like you're not going to shoot consistently at all. And when I say that, I mean it. Of course, I don't need to get contact dunks on this one, because it's more of a spot up shooter type thing that I did in 2K20, which is, it was called a 3-level scorer, which I find okay because I don't mind playing with a 3-level scorer, but it's not the 3-level scorer that people think it is. It's the same stats as like anything else, but this one has 20 defensive badges, right? And it should have 5, but what I did is that I took away the offensive rebound, right? Since I'm going to be on the corner with the shots, and I'm taking off the block too, and I'm bringing down these by 2, and this one stays up right there. No, let's put this one up and bring this down by 2 because I want most lateral quickness. We're going to bring this up to 10, right? And then up here, we're going to bring it up to, 4. So 4, 16, 10, and 16. It's pretty good that I actually had to do this, but I'm bringing it down to 6, 6. One, because you get an 80 mid-range shot and a 73-point shot, and you will see why just now I'm doing this. Leave the weight. No, wait, I'm bringing it up by 3 just so I could get a little bit extra on the interior defense, but I can't do that because I want the 80 speed so I can speed boost when I hit 99. Since it's gonna be a long time. I want to speed boost like when I hit 90. So you don't want to bring your wingspan all the way down now, because now it's like if you bring your wingspan all the way down, your defense and your slashing takes a big hit. And when I say that, I mean you're not gonna be able to do all the things that you could before. So what I'm doing is that I'm bringing it up by 1 tick. I'm bringing it up by only 1 tick. So you see 85 close shot, 85 steal. Now everything's almost even, but if I brought it up even more, then this will be my stats. I could have 77, 74, but I want to put it right here so I could get a 75 driving dunk and a 71 ball handle, which is fine because I'm a small forward. But if I did that, my strength will be 53, which I'm not going to let happen. I'm bringing it up by 1. That's all I'm going to keep it at. And although I'm a spot-up shooter in this game because I like doing that, I'm going with lockdown take because you don't know. You're not always going to be able to get a wide open shot. So you gotta take your chances with playing more defense than shooting. So yes, I made a perimeter lockdown. This will be a build that you guys will be seeing from now on out. I do have a lot of builds here, but this is because I was experimenting with a bunch of builds. This is a point guard build that's basically the same thing, but it has more badges. Mainly because it's a point guard. If I really wanted to, which I can't, I could have made 5, 16, 10, and 20, but it doesn't give me the option to do that. So this is what the point guard one is. And as you see, I made this build because nobody was able to shoot when I first came to the game. But now everybody's starting to get the hang of it because nobody was able to shoot because they're not used to the new, like, what's the name? The new shooting bar, the new shot meter. And now everybody's like more consistent with it because they have their badges, they have hot spots, they have like, they don't complain as much, and they know how to time their jump shot, they create their own. And now you don't have to be like you don't have to play as many games to get the thing. So just so you know, I am gonna skip the prelude because it takes a long time, and I also skipped it on my slash and playmaker build because I was trying to. The only reason there's another reason why I made that build, because you're at one point in my career you were able to play Zion, and I was like, if I really want to play this game and I want to get a bunch of rebounds, I should create a rebounder that could also like shoot and stuff. So that's what I did, and here I am. I'm going on to the Bucks because certain reasons. Also, this is something new, so I like this because it gives you a chance, Because in 2K20, if you were to play in the park, it wouldn't really give you that many fans. But if you go with Archie Baldwin, if you played the prelude, you would know that Archie Baldwin is like he's a close family friend, as it says. It doesn't give you as much VC. Well, no, it does. It gives you a lot of VC for the deals you get, like the endorsements, but it takes a long time to get the endorsements, which I'm fine with, but I don't know who, like some people, they don't want to do that, but, And then also, if you look at the fans part, it says great at marketing playground players. Why the hell am I stuttering? It's like, if you play in the park a lot, which I'm going to do this year, then it gives you a chance to get a lot of fans, which gives you more endorsements, which gives you a lot of VC. And nobody cares about the chemistry. The only reason that people would play the NBA is so that they could grind out their badges. And I recommend, if you're going to play a lot of my career and not as much playground, or should I say the neighborhood and the park, then I would go with Harper Dell because, well, he gets you a lot of fans. You get Nike endorsements even quicker. You get all this stuff. But you do not get as much VC per thing. Also, nobody cares about the chemistry. So, Archie Baldwin all the way. Right now, this is my stats, and I do not have enough VC to upgrade them. But once I do, this is what I hope everybody will be seeing. bring this up to a nice 65. Just so you know, don't think that if you get the 100,000 version, which is the Mamba Forever, that you would actually get 100,000 VC worth of like upgrades. It does not give you that much. As you see, if you look at my Slash and Playmaker, that is the best I could do. That's like all 1,000. That's 100,000 VC down the drain, only to an 82. Last year in 2K20, if you had 100,000 VC, you were able to get up to 85 instantly, and you wouldn't have a problem playing in the game, like especially in the prelude, because that's where that's where it counts. It's like in the prelude, if you really want to get VC, then that's where you get the VC. That's like if you want to get the VC before you even start playing the game, that's where you get it. So trust me when I say this, do not buy the 100,000 version expecting to get $100,000 worth of stuff. As you see, this is 157,950. If I had got the 100,000 back, because I did try and get it back, since I accidentally deleted the game, and I thought it was gonna give me it back because I didn't have any save data, but it doesn't work like that. And this is what I could have got, but this is not what I would have got. So you gotta actually put it into consideration. The stats on everybody that got the 100,000 is gonna be terrible if they try and balance it out. So if you look at a bunch of YouTubers, they like 2K YouTubers, obviously, they would actually have no rebounding, and they would rather have like a bunch of offense instead of all this defense. And as you see, look, this is the highest that you could get with 100,000 without spending every single bit of it at once. You won't have anything left. This is the highest you could get. So this is maybe this really, I accidentally tapped on that. Don't worry about that. I will be playing a game, but I'm just going over something right now. I'm gonna make a few builds. I made a lot of builds, but I'm making a small forward build because, well, I really want to make a small forward build, and it doesn't really matter. Like, it's my career. You know what I hate too is like when you play my career and they don't pass you the ball. It's like, it's my career, not yours. So why are you dribbling the ball more than I get it? Like, also I am making a spot up shooter, but it's gonna be difficult to do that with a slashing takeover. So the only reason I am making builds like this is because it's easier to play with a build that has a name that is more common than trying to get a rare build with a rare name and all that. Like, you're just over here wasting your time. You know that, right? Don't go into 2K think that you could just get a rare build now, because if you try and get a rare build, you're basically asking to lose every single one of your games. Like, you're just over here, oh, la da 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 da. You know what? Maybe I should try and make this better build that everybody has in the world, but instead it's going to be at a different position. It's going to have a different pie chart. It's going to be all this and all that, yet nobody's going to know what it is, and I'm going to be so good at the game. Nah, that's not how it works anymore. Like, before you could do that. Before, if you decided that you really wanted to create a build that was, you know, if you want to create a build that doesn't have a name that everybody else has, like a two-way three-point facilitator, then you could do that. But once you see how the stats are, don't be surprised. You basically asked for it. Like, I made like at least 2 rare builds in 2K20, and then I was like, these are really good. These are better than the other ones. I tried making a rare build in 2K21. I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of a disappointment, because like, you gotta sacrifice so much, which is what you do for almost every single thing, but you gotta sacrifice a lot. Trust me when I say this. Do not try to make a rare build. Just make a build like everybody else, and like put your own twist on it. Make the height like taller. Like if I were to make this build and I put it at 6'10", then that's me. Nobody else is gonna have this build. Nobody else is gonna have this 6'10", because look at the stats. It sucks. But if you're able to play with it, you're good. Like if I made it 6'5", I could do that. Nobody else is gonna make a 6'5" small forward, because it's like, why would I? But me, I make mine like 6'6" sometimes, you know? Just do that and then put my weight down. Like I could put it all the way down like everybody did in 2K20. But 2K20, your strength didn't get affected this much by putting your weight down. It used to go like from 56 down to 50. Now it goes all the way down to 46. So if I put my weight all the way up, look at the speed and acceleration. It doesn't go down that much. But I still want it. So let's just do this, right? 81 speed, 80 acceleration, 64 strength. Bring my wingspan down a bit just so I could get 85 ball handle. Or not. I could probably live with this. I could bring my wingspan up to get the contact dunks. Since I am a small forward, I do not mind actually not having pro dribble moves yet. So this is a build that I could play with, because once you get the +4 at the 99, then it's all over for everybody else. This is the build that I have at point guard too. So like this right here is my point guard build that I made both in the prelude. But as you see, this, look at the badges: 16, 12, 12, and 8. This one was the slashing and a little bit of shooting. This one is slashing and shooting. So no, this one's slashing and playmaking. So, but if I were to recommend a good build, make Shakedown's build. Mine is an inch higher, which is 6'7", but his is 6'6", and it's a playmaker. I recommend it. This is Ticino's build that I made on accident, so I'm not actually trying to copy anybody, but I made this on accident. All these other builds, this one was made Brother Jones. I don't know. I made all these builds just by looking at a few YouTube videos. This build is my specifically build. This is the specific build that I really want to make, but I don't have enough VC to get yet. Cause look, I don't know why I just exited. You got pro dribble moves, and you got contact dunks, and you can shoot from the midi, and you have decent defense that could guard shooting guard and small forward. Mainly because most small forwards are not that fast. But right now I'm just making builds, but don't think that I'm just gonna be making builds. So shooting guard. Here's another build that I decided that I wanted to make. Where is it? This one doesn't get pro contact dunks, but it is good. You see a lot of people making it too. It's an offensive threat, but mine might not come out as an offensive threat because, you know, I try and balance out my stuff as easy as I can. This one is the opposite of the other one, so keep it at 6'5". Keep your weight. I believe you bring it down so you can get 80 acceleration, and then bring your wingspan down to 78.8. No, just leave it, or not. Just leave it here. Get sharpshooter, and this is the build. A 3-level score. It's an offensive threat, but it's not shooting guard. So let's play a game. I don't know why I made this. I'm not gonna be playing any park games because I don't play with randoms. The reason I don't play with randoms is because once they see my build and they like look at me and all that, they're gonna be like, oh my god, he's so good, but I'm trying to get like 1,000,000 points this game. They don't pass you the ball. Like if you're on a team with people that you talk to and they don't pass the ball, you could actually talk to them. You're like, yo bro, pass the ball, bro, pass. I'm wide open. Like you can say stuff. But when you're playing with randoms, right? if you turn on your mic and they're like, yo, bro, I'm wide open, pass the ball. And it's all in game chat, so they can hear you. Even the opposite team. The opposite team can hear you. Your teammates can hear you. So once you say that, they're going to be like triple teaming you. And they're not going to pass the ball still because they're going to have a wide open lane. You're never going to get the ball. So, I don't know why. Some people are actually excited to play now. I'm kind of disappointed. Like, who actually likes playing play now when they have my career? They have all that. I remember it was like in some 2K. I believe it was like 2K18, right? With that trash 2K. I didn't know how to upgrade my player. So after I made the player, right? I actually decided to waste all my VC on my team. So if I were to go back, if I were to go back to 2K18, I would have a stacked 2K18 my team build. Like build? My team roster. Like, to be honest, I accidentally did that, and I was like, I remember that's the first time when we had like Onyx and all that, all those different colors. I believe it was 2K18 or it was 2K19, but I remember in 2K19 I had a 92 overall. But in 2K19 I wasted all my VC on like, oh yeah, that's brick. It's so hard to shoot in this, especially when you have like a 63 point. But you're able to shoot with anything, but it's just that you don't shoot consistently. Also, I like this build because he grabs rebounds after rebounds after rebounds. Pass it, Kevin Durant. Thank you. Got him. Oh, dribble. No, I want to pass to KD. Screen. Yeah, I got brick wall. What you gonna do about it? Foul. Alright. So, what I was saying is, like, I wasted all my VC and all that on, like, my team. And then in 2K19, right? No, 2K20. It was 2K20. When I had the slash and playmaker, 93 overall, I actually deleted 2K20 already, because once I get a new 2K, I delete every other 2K that I have. Everything that has to do with that 2K, I delete it. And I could re-download it, but I also deleted the save data. So unless it keeps my, like, unless it's gonna try and keep my 93 overall slash and playmaker, I don't mind, because I'm not gonna go back and make another my player and do all that. Like, I tried to do that once with like 2K17 and all that, but I wasn't feeling it. Like, the 2K17 and 2K18, I didn't re-download 2K18. 2K18 sucked. But in 2K16, right, I tried making another one. It wasn't, it's not difficult to upgrade your player, because you do get like a lot of upgrade points by just doing like simple things. So I made a Kobe build, right, in 2K17, because I was like, respects to Kobe. This was the one that we all favored, the fresh squeeze orange juice, you know, all that. So that's what I did. I made a Kobe build. I was shooting green. I wasn't shooting greens. It was like full whites, and I was like, I called it green because I would make every single shot, and I would have like a million my team, my upgrade points, right? And then what I would do is I'll upgrade my player. But then it gave you like a limit on how many you could upgrade at the, like, it gave you a limit. You don't have a cap breaker. Your 99 overall is you upgrading every single thing until you get like a new achievement. Like, your achievements were sick too. It was like, oh yeah, dunk on that. Bow. I could have gotten an assist right there, but I had no points. So what I'm saying is, in 2K17, it was more difficult to upgrade your player, because it would give you like a limit on all your stuff, instead of like thief. Instead of giving you like unlimited, like, what they should do is that they should give you unlimited, like, unlimited upgrade points, right? And when you do that, you can upgrade anything you want specifically. So it's like, if you wanted 99 defense and 99 offense, then you wouldn't have any playmaking, you wouldn't have any slashing, like that type of stuff, you know. It should give you a max, right? So if you're a point guard, then the max you could get for like defense is 80 and up, 80 and lower, right? Oh, he got backcourt within the last 0.8 seconds. But you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's like, now you just have like all this stuff. you have to get certain pie charts, and with those pie charts, then they give you a cap on everything. But just imagine, like, you could choose two primarily, not two, just like, if they just gave you a player, you choose point guard, and you choose like the heights and all that, you choose the weight and all that. But then when it comes to upgrading your player, then you could upgrade it, like the cap breaker is still there, so you get around 100 and up. Like, you get 200 per cap breaker, and your max, like the max you could upgrade your player is all the way to 99. So it's like you have a cap on how much you could upgrade your player. If you decide to go with like a slashing and you're a point guard, then your max will be 98. No, not 98, 95. But if you want to go like a dual archetype and you decide to go with like a shooting and defense, then the max on your shooting would be 80 and your max on your defense would be 80. And then everything else would be like 70s and up, you know? It doesn't matter, but oh yeah, back him down. Back him down. You're not 82 for nothing. Foul. Really? But like, you know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't want to see it happen, but it would be nice to incorporate something like that. As you see, I just used the right stick. It's actually harder to use the right stick on a jump shot than the free throw, because with the free throw you don't have to like you don't gotta wait a million seconds. No, not a million seconds. Depending on your jump shot, then that's how much time you'll be waiting. Like, you see, my jump shot's pretty fast. I don't know how I made that, but I made this jump shot off of YouTube. It was Joe Knows jump shot, but he took it from some other guy, and he obviously gave credit, because you can't just take something from another YouTuber and not give credit. That should be blocked. What? But as you see, this is a slashing playmaker, yet it doesn't play like one. It could shoot and it could do all that at power forward, which means it has less shooting and it has less like everything else except for defense and slashing. But I did incorporate, like, I don't know how you missed that, but sure. Yeah, I dare you to go up with that. Shoot it, I go with that. Go up with that, please. I want to get a rebound. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Yeah, I love how 2K just did that to me. I press square and it just stuns me, but you know what? Wide open. No, that was not 8. That was not 11%. That was nah. If anything, that was 2%. Yo, move. But you see why I don't like playing on like big men. Like, I made a big man because in 2K20, when I did make a big man, I actually kind of enjoyed it. How do I got rebound and takeover and I still can't grab a rebound? But like in 2K20, like playing with playing with a big man in 2K20 is different from playing with a big man in 2K21. If you're playing with a big man in 2K21, you have to incorporate defense and shooting, or defense and slashing. But you cannot, like, if you want to put playmaking on your big man, don't do it like how I did, because it's a power forward at 6'8". It's basically a small forward, which I really regret. Nah, I'm not gonna say I kind of regret it. I regret it. I'm talking to nobody. But you know, blah blah blah. My mouth is parched. I decided to stream today, and this is what I do. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Sounded like a demon for a second in my mind. You know, I actually hate the fact that the way that you sound in your head doesn't actually sound like you. Like, you sound like a whole different entire person to yourself, because your brain is like telling you, since your mouth is in front of your face, right? So your mouth is in front of your face and your ears on the sides of your head. So your brain is like, I know that voice, but it's not the one in, like, it's telling you that voice is coming from inside of you, and it's gonna sound how it sounds from the inside. But when you speak to other people, to the outside, then you actually sound way different. Right now, I can hear myself because I'm covering my ears, and I sound very annoying. So I'm sorry to anybody that does watch my channel, because I've not fully hit puberty yet. And here's my mother calling. Hi, Mom.
Hey, baby, what you up to?
Just playing my game.
Oh, I'm on my way home.
Could you pick me up some food?
Like, from where?
McDonald's? I don't know.
What you want from McDonald's?
Can I get a chicken nuggets and some fries?
Alright, okay.
And don't forget the Fanta.
Alright.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
As you see, that was my loving mother trying to take care of me by buying me food on her way home. Yes, she is buying me McDonald's. It's not that she doesn't cook, it's just that because she has to work all day and support my family, since my mom never got married to my dad, so they never lived together, and we never decided that I would live with my dad, but there was one time when I did. He cooks, my dad does cook, but it's not that he doesn't want to. He also has the same job that he supports his side of the family with too. My mom and my dad, I'm split between both of them. Just like my brother, my sister, my other brother. None of us have the same mom, but none of them, like my sister's side, none of us have the same dad. My mom's side, my mom's side, none of us have the same mom. None of us have the same dad. And my dad's side, none of us have the same mom. So if I were to say, I am the youngest of both sides, though. Pass me the darn ball, man. I am the youngest of both sides, which is not a guarantee that you get anything you want. My sister says I'm spoiled, but I'm not, because I know I'm not, since if I were spoiled, then I would have been smoking weed and getting tattoos and doing stuff that my mother doesn't approve of. But guess what? I don't. The only bad thing I actually do is lie. That's the worst thing I could think that I actually do. I have not done anything. Okay. Now, these are the parts where I really wish I had pogo stick. Like, the worst thing I actually done in Lord's name is lie. I have never done anything else that would disappoint my parents that bad to where you had to move out. She is old enough to make her own decisions, but she was living under my mom's roof, which does mean that she has to follow her rules while she's in the house. And I cannot guarantee or not guarantee that things did go the way that was supposed to happen. Okay, screen. Well, you're not any Kyrie, so you're not making any game winners, are you? I'm a big Nets fan, mainly because I am from Brooklyn. But the funny thing is that the Nets is actually a New Jersey team. But, you know, I need to make a petition to give the Nets to Brooklyn, like in the name, and to give the Knicks to New Jersey. Because we all know the real thing, that the Knicks absolutely suck. They may never get good. No matter who they put on the team, is just a bad luck thing. And the Barclays Center is in New York. Everything's in New York. We haven't seen a single sign of a Knicks fan ever since Kyrie and Kevin Durant have moved to the Nets in Brooklyn. So now if I want to go watch a Jay-Z owned ticket, as in Jay-Z owns the Nets. He doesn't own it, but he does own partnership. Oh, he owns part of the Nets stadium. So if I want to go watch a Nets game for a good amount, I will do so. And nobody will stop me, because I'm not a Knicks fan. I remember when I was a Knicks fan, when I was in my mother's womb and Carmelo was in No, when I wasn't even in my mom's womb by then. I remember when I was a Knicks fan, when I was in my dad's ball sack, when Carmelo was on the team. But is he there now? Nope. He's on the Trailblazers. So, oh yeah, these are my stats. I can only get big man dunks. I can get the big man pro dunks. I cannot get. Let me see. I forgot what I could get actually. She in black and white. Dora. You know, I'm actually planning on hitting what's the name? I'm planning on hitting Legend this year. But look, if I were to go all the way down here, if you are a small forward, you could basically get every single one of these dunks. But you do have to have a standing dunk. But look, for LeBron James, all you need is a 60 standing dunk and a driving dunk at 80. You know what? Let me go see if... Look, pro contact dunks, driving dunk 84, 85, 85, small forward. Standing dunk 75, driving dunk 50, power forward center. I could get this if my standing dunk was 75 right now. But the sad part about it is the thing that you have to sacrifice for when you're going to get a big man pro dunk is the fact that you're never going to be able to get other pro dunks. This, if I upgraded my player to this, I could get big man pro, like pro contact dunks. Big man pro contact dunks. But I cannot do that. Can I? Also, my mom is coming home, so... Another car crash? You know, it's not even that it's a car crash. Most of the time, it's never a car crash. Most of the time, it's never a car crash. Like, I know I'm saying it over and over, but it's never a car crash. It's just a bunch of stuff. I know I'm deleting all my builds right now, but I was never going to use them in the first place. And if I really wanted to, I could just make it again. It's not that hard, mainly because I do have the save files, and I just, like, I have a whole stream of it. So if I really wanted to, I could just recreate all my builds. I do not have a problem with not having a build right now. I don't care. Okay. Joe, my English teacher is your best friend's wife, bro. She was just talking about you during the online class because I mentioned it. Wow. Lucky. I know I'm not doing anything right now, but can you blame me? He made another one? Some people really be like, oh yeah, let me trust Mike Wang right now. I don't trust anybody in the 2K fields because Mike Wang was working on the PS5 next gen. The PS5 and, no, just next gen in general. He's working on the next gen 2K21, not the current gen. So if I were to trust him, I would have to have the PS5 right now. I don't trust him. He's talking about everything on next gen. On current gen, he doesn't know nothing. Like, I don't even trust Ronnie, so who am I supposed to trust? Damn, he just dunked the hell on him. Yo, where's the build at, bro? Thank you. Yes, I am making a Joe Knows build because I've been watching Joe Knows for quite some time now, ever since 2K20. And I have more trust in him than Mike Wynn.
Now, the physical, so I know most people are going to go speed, but I went speed and strength because I feel like everyone's going to go speed and minimum weight. People are going to have like 40 strength.
Yo, Dead, he's smart too. Speed and strength because nobody's gonna think of actually putting up their weight.
Only them have 15, and then free throw up until I get 8 shooting badges. 8 shooting because I want to have defense. If I'm playing twos, I gotta have defense. 68 post moves, so once I get the plus 4, that's 72 post moves. Plus with my pretty high strength, I feel like that's enough. 25 playmaking badges is beautiful. Max out interior, max out lateral, max out steal, max out defensive rebound, put the rest on perimeter, and that's 6 defensive rebounding badges.
That's actually kind of nice.
And yeah, I mean, this is what I went with. I just felt like it was the most balanced build in terms of.
Also, you would never see me actually editing this because
I like the fact that I have the 60.
I'm fine with solid.
I wanted to have defense this year.
But you don't want to see my veins. Ah!
But if you're playing twos, I feel like you want to have good defense. So I went with 6 defensive guys. So built body type 6'7", lowered the weight by 1 pound to 221 pounds, so that you have 82 speed off rip. When you get the plus 8, that's going to be 90 speed. And as you see, I have like 60.
He could have just maxed out his thing and he could have still been good.
79 strength. And 87 inches on the wingspan, that gives me contact dunks right off the rip.
Yo, just the fact that you can actually just max out your wingspan and get a 93 standing dunk is crazy. But he went 87, so I'm going 87. I'm going slashing though. You can get lockdown take on this. Yo, just imagine how illegal that is. Like a slashing playmaker with lockdown take. I have never seen this before. Let me see which one he went with, so I could choose the opposite one. You already get contact dunks. Look, if I'm talking in all honesty, you already get contact dunks. And your shooting is pretty decent for the fact that you're a small forward with slashing and playmaking as your pie chart. Your playmaking is also good for a small forward. And your defense is decent. So I'm going with lock takeover because I'm unique. In a different way than everybody else. Facilitating finisher. Nice. I don't make the build until I have enough VC to do it, so. I want to see which build he's using right now. Oh my, he just greened the fadeaway. You know what? I'm gonna end stream early today because my mom's about to get home. I will be back tomorrow, so.